Hi, the Scorpio. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Love and light. We're here with your early. It's way early. Full moon in Scorpio reading. That's about the 18th or 19th of May. And it's real interesting because I felt so called to start early even on the new moon in Taurus readings, and specifically for Pisces, which then featured Scorpio strongly in it and then led to the Scorpio reading right after. So and those readings are now up. You can watch those if you haven't yet, Scorpio, but I felt so compelled to jump into your reading and just to kind of get a feel for the prelude of what might be culminating around that time, specifically as it relates to the part of your chart that is related to Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, it's a magical time, and it is your full moon, right? So the energy is kind of culminating, and you might find that there's a really strong sense of clarity, of premonition, what it is that perhaps you were really focused on, kind of finding the focus of in some kind of way, where you might have been dealing with something that was even kind of like mysterious or mystical. And right, Scorpio in the 8th house, Pluto and Mars typically generally speak of mystery in a certain way as well, and the depth and the desire to uncover it. But in a certain way, right, there being this space of, let's say, intention that you were really focused on, that let's say you've been really focused on getting I'm hearing brought out in a public way. I'm hearing publicly, I'm hearing also in a certain, I'm hearing light, in a public light. And Scorpio, when I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, I was getting there's such a focus on cleansing, and I'm hearing the throat chakra, I'm hearing also ear. I'm seeing that there's a focus on what you've been even thinking, maybe related in terms of community to what it is that you see yourself bringing full circle. Now, Scorpio, I'm hearing Pisces. Again, it's like this kind of feeling of like Pisces and Scorpio almost being like neck to neck with one another. And right before I started the reading, it was like, oh, I'm hearing, do I talk now? I'm hearing as well. Do I tell them now? I'm hearing as well. Is it time? I'm hearing specifically. And before I could answer that question, even to myself, if is it time to do the reading? Like, is it really that? It's early. Again, I'm hearing specifically. That was it. I got out of the bathtub and I was like, okay, I'm hearing we're calling them up. So whatever that may mean, a particular number of you, and there is perhaps a letter. I'm hearing specifically, Scorpio, that you've written that you are thinking about how to share. And I'm hearing it as like to, I'm hearing that song. Under the Moonlight, is that by Dan Morrison? I'm seeing it as like you're almost, it's so fascinating. I'm seeing you're like, how do I read this? Under the moonlight? I'm hearing those well, under the stars light. And I'm seeing that you're almost reading a letter in the dark, but it's lit up. The page and the words are lit up by way of the light that shines from the stars, from the sky. And it's at night. I'm seeing you reading this letter at night. Now, Scorpio, let's get into your spread. And before we get the cards, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all so much for connecting. And again, I'm seeing for a number of you, it's a magical time. And I'm hearing you've been really thinking about how to connect with, and I just want to take my hair down right here for you, Scorpio. This happened in the Sagittarius reading. I had it like in a braid even, and then and I took it down for Sag. So, all right. But I'm seeing that you're staring at yourself. But with the story, I'm hearing that you write and that you tell in your hand. I'm hearing in reverses. I'm seeing verses, but I'm hearing in reverses, okay? And I'm seeing that there's perhaps a space of repetition. I'm seeing review, something that you are coming back to. I'm almost seeing it in like a Mercury retrograde kind of way, perhaps even. And Scorpio, right, speaks of metaphysics. It speaks of the occult. It speaks of, I'm hearing October, and okay, that is the month of Scorpio, October, November. But it speaks, let's say, of what I'm hearing also is dealt with on an emotional level. I'm hearing layers deep. Now, what are layers, right? What is it that you feel you're sort of digging up in a certain way, be it on an energetic level, be it on a spiritual level, be it on a physical level, right? That space of regeneration being the focus. And that may differ for everyone, right? Where does Scorpio sit in your chart? That might be speaking to what space might be kind of culminating, all right? So let's see what comes through. I'm hearing it's the pieces of the puzzle. Don't we know them all too well? How it is that they talk. I'm hearing to us as we hold them in our hands, ready to place them on the map. And I'm hearing, again, by way of the stars' light. Now, for a number of you, I'm seeing that you are guided through something, Scorpio. There is someone here who I'm hearing I'm hearing stenciling in your game here with. I'm hearing words as well. And I just touched like this spider web. Okay. And I'm seeing for a number of you that, and it's right on the windowsill, right? This web is like right here, connecting the fabric of the screen to the actual, like, the seal of the window. And I'm seeing that there is a connective force that you understand, that you've been communicating with. And I'm getting that this has to do for a number of you with spirit guides. I'm seeing that you've been moving through a process that has had a certain timeline to it as well, that has been even the trajectory, I'm hearing, of how you are carrying out a certain mission. So I'm seeing in the way of, let's say that you feel, I'm hearing Skywalker, I'm not sure what that's alluding to, I'm hearing Luke as well. It's like, but in the way, Scorpio, of like, I feel like I'm working with someone who is working with, let's say, the outline of what I want to sort of carry out. Now, to say it in the way of, you might be working with a mentor, you may be working with a spirit guide again. I'm hearing that strongly. I'm hearing Stella. I'm hearing Stella strongly, and that means star in Italian. So again, take it as you will, dear Scorpio, but I'm getting this feeling of like wanting. It's so interesting because I rushed into this reading, right? And I was like, that's it. Like, I'm hearing Rumi poetry. I'm hearing where is it? I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing someone almost like who has a book of like poetry, and they're like, where is it? I'm hearing Rumi. I'm hearing, which room did I leave you in? What shelf? I'm hearing, it's time. I got to get you back here. We're going. I'm hearing to the Bahamas. I'm hearing that's what for a number of these has been coming through for a number of signs now. I'm hearing Capricorn with Capricorn. I'm hearing as well though. We're going to, I'm hearing Cairo, Egypt, Cairo, Cairo. And I'm hearing that for a number of you, you're communicating with someone from your past. And I'm hearing that this could even be related to community, even academics, okay? So Scorpio, again, though, it's like I rushed into this reading and I'm almost feeling like there's a little bit of like performance anxiety here. I'm seeing it in the way of like perhaps you want to express something. I'm hearing to Angelica. Whoa. Okay, now this cat literally just like walked outside of the window on the floor outside. It's like I'm hearing Russian cat. I'm not sure. I'm hearing Russian doll as well. Okay, like there's something here that you feel stimulated, okay, to talk about. And I'm seeing that you might be getting so many signs around this time, Scorpio, like by your higher self. It's like, this is my turn. I'm hearing to turn the clock now. Okay, for a number of you, you are definitely revealing something. For a number of you, Scorpio, like someone's coming out and they're talking about what they did in, I'm hearing back in, I'm hearing boarding school, like I'm hearing like history again, like I'm hearing when they wrote the textbook, okay, they're like talking about history. I'm hearing specifically, like they're going way back and they call you up. I'm seeing someone in Scorpio, be it you, be it someone else, okay, like calling someone up and seeing them kind of being like, hey, I'm hearing I'm hearing Jay, I'm hearing Jolie, I'm hearing Jesse, I'm hearing I'm hearing Cardonas, I'm hearing specifically. Hey, I'm just seeing the other person kind of being like, hi, okay, I wasn't expecting this, but okay, like, hi, how are you? What's going on? And I'm seeing the other individual kind of responding, like, hey, hi, yeah, I'm here, and there's a little bit of like a lagging period there. I don't know what that's alluding to, but a little bit of like a, you know, kind of reconnecting, okay, in some kind of way. And I'm seeing it as almost like radio frequencies, okay, like wanting to turn the signal and get something exactly prepared or ready for, I'm hearing emission, okay, transmission, I'm hearing specifically. Now, I'm seeing, Scorpio, that for a number of you, there is pressure here, okay? Now, it's like this. I'm seeing someone on stage and there's so much going on. There's so much noise, even energetically, white noise, right? I'm seeing a performer like standing there and kind of like looking at everything, and they're like, what is the one, I'm hearing, sound that I need to make that will connect me to my crowd? Not just all of, I'm hearing the individuals sitting, I'm hearing in seats, but I'm hearing one person who portrays for me my image to myself. Interesting. And I'm seeing you looking into like a sea of people, and I'm seeing for a number of you that you see someone, you actually see someone, you see, even I'm seeing like someone who is related to light, okay? It's like I'm seeing something about even reflection. Nonetheless, you may be having vision, Scorpio, around this time, but, and I'm seeing you kind of being like, I need to talk to them, I'm hearing as well. Now, but yet again, I'm seeing that there's a little bit of a pressure, okay, pressured space. I'm seeing there perhaps are other people in this space kind of looking at you, Scorpio, and not just looking at you by way of looking at you, but looking at you by way of orienting their expectations of what you are to do in this space. And I'm seeing that perhaps, Scorpio, this might be perceptive, right? Like you might be feeling that there is this expectation that others may sort of impress upon you in some kind of way to carry out a certain type of role. And I'm seeing it has to do with communication, like, oh, they probably expect for me to talk about this, or they probably expect me to talk about it like that, or whatever it may be. And I'm saying that for a number, there's even a guide that you feel you need to follow as it is related to others who may be involved in this space. Now, let's backtrack, Scorpio. I'm seeing you kind of being like, it's not a matter of pleasing the audience. I'm hearing my singing voice is not for, I'm hearing sharing the same high notes with everyone. I'm hearing who evolves at the same time with me. Interesting. It's like, I need to tell my story. I'm hearing to my, I'm hearing to my mentor first. Again, someone who you feel reflects you, Scorpio. And I'm seeing someone looking again in a sea, a crowd of an audience, and they are wanting to zero in their focus on just one individual, like just to concentrate their energy and their focus on one individual to ensure that they are, I'm hearing, delivering the proper message. Interesting that it has to do with focus. I'm getting specifically of your energy, how it is that you're sharing your particular even perspective of a certain situation in a very directive way. And I'm getting that again, this has to do with what you've been preparing for quite some time, and you might be actually delivering a speech or something of that sort. But let's backtrack, Scorpio. For a number of you, I'm getting, again, a little bit of like a performance anxiety, okay? It's like, so you're like in a really big room, like haven't given a big sort of talk or speech or whatever it is, getting ready to perform, and I'm seeing you like looking up at the sky. Interesting. And I'm seeing you looking up at the stars, and I'm hearing you're kind of singing to yourself, twinkle, twinkle, little star, like under your breath, okay, Scorpio, and you're wondering, how the curtain rolled up, like as it introduced you on stage, and you're wondering about all of these things that perhaps are the mechanisms of, I'm hearing this maneuver, and I'm playing with the string that pulls the shade up for the blinds, Scorpio. It's like there's something perhaps that, again, I'm seeing you almost like fastidious a little bit in a certain way with what you are kind of, I'm hearing even philanthropizing, okay, like philanthropizing, 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 I think that's bizing. Nonetheless, I'm hearing roly-poly-oly. I'm hearing goes home for a visit. I don't know what that's alluding me to, but nonetheless. Okay, now the feeling is that I'm hearing we're stationing direct. Okay, I'm hearing it's sink or swim, baby. That's what I'm hearing. All right, there's perhaps a process in which I'm seeing you again, Scorpio, like on a stage, and like people are all staring at you, they're waiting for you, and I'm seeing you kind of on there, kind of like, you know, almost swinging on stage. Okay, like literally, like as if you're swinging like an acrobat. Okay, like on stage, but I'm seeing it like in a way of, yeah, I know everyone's waiting for me. I'm hearing to sing and dance my song, but I am starting when I feel that I'm hearing I've already started. Interesting. Like, what is my persona? And for a number of you, may be actually questioning, you know, what has been, kind of characterized for me in this space versus, or in relation to what I see myself, recognizing in myself to, I'm hearing re-recognize, to reconsider also the position of. For a number of you, I'm seeing you're bringing and you're drawing your abilities to scale. Now I'm seeing there's a lot of moseying around in that space before you really kind of, I'm hearing again, redirect even this conversation, redirect this force as well. I'm hearing it as a force, Scorpio. And so let's get on with your spread again. Right before we do though, I'm hearing specifically that there's some aspect again of the community, the communal space that you feel is somewhat reflective, is somewhat also, I'm hearing like somewhat again like stimulating though at the same time, like by way of even kind of getting you to question how you really see yourself in it. And okay, let's see here what's coming through. But again, and I'm seeing that there are a number of perhaps even comments that are made in a certain way, or even conversations that are held that catch your attention, to realize, well, oh, what is it that I am actually sharing here in the moment, that I am communicating with whoever it is that I am. And I'm seeing that it has to do with also, I'm hearing the caption for your image. How it is, what's your motto, right? When you're speaking with an audience, what's your, also the language you're using? What's the, what are the lyrics I'm hearing as well? What is the title? Okay, sort of feeling. Let's get the cards though out for you, Scorpio. I'm hearing it's time. Yeah, I'm hearing you better believe it. I'm hearing it's been time. The world here. Okay, now the stack was sitting on the table and it was faced by the world. That was the first card on the face of that stack, and I've shuffled and out it comes again. Like, this is something that you are, I'm hearing recycling here too, and I'm seeing it as like recycling. I'm seeing you starting on a certain part of an actual wheel that turns, and then you like come back to the same point. Now the world, the lovers have just come out. They're mirroring the world, and this little creature who's crawling over the world right now, it's a little bug, was I was looking at this little creature. As I said, roly-poly-oly makes his way back home, so I'm not sure what that is alluding to, but the Knight of Swords falls on my lap, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse right over the Lovers upright. Okay, and the Hanged Man goes flying onto the floor. On the left-hand side, the Judgment card is in reverse that you lead out with. Okay, and the Son of Cups is upright though. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles upright. Wow, what a save there. Okay, I'm hearing again, sink or swim, baby. I'm hearing, didn't we mention that? Now, the Son of Swords is in reverse, trying to fly to catch the Son of Cups before he makes his announcement. There's something that you are letting go of, Scorpio. It may have to do with a certain even personality trait of yours. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but be it like in the way of, I always had this tendency, or I wanted to, let's say, talk in a certain way about what it is that I am hearing, my future, what I consider as my future. And I'm seeing now you're leading out here with the Son of Cups, with the Ace of Pentacles. Here comes the Daughter of Cups. So sweet. This is emerging for a number of you here, Scorpio. We're not coming forward with language, I'm hearing, that tells our listeners that we love them. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Like, when you're talking to someone, how do you kind of communicate, profess what it is that you feel? The Six of Cups upright with the Star and the Devil and the Ace of Wands. Whoa, we feel a lot. Here comes the Fool as well, mirroring this Ace of Wands, leading you out, mirroring the Justice card upright. Yes, I'm hearing it's not about that. No, I'm hearing the language doesn't really, I'm hearing I'm hearing we lose touch when we link our feelings together with words. Interesting. Now, if you've been hesitating to make a certain message here come through, I'm here to communicate something that has to do with emotions. I'm seeing for a number of you that you realize that what you're letting go of in that process of communication is how you saw yourself communicating, where you were maybe at a certain point in time like really focused on how you communicated with words, right? Where you're like, it's the words, it's how they work together, like it's how I links to you, love, I almost said you first, and how that then connects and correlates with you. And I'm hearing like, I love you. I'm hearing, does it work when I also say it backwards? Like, you know, it's like this feeling, Scorpio, perhaps that you might have been feeling of even translation, where you're like, how do I get also the fabric woven here? I'm hearing these cycles of the story to sing together. I'm hearing synchronized now, and I'm seeing that there's something that you perhaps even you wanted to convey. For a number of you, Scorpio, I'm getting that this is something that I'm hearing like, how do I get the announcement to act properly? I'm hearing like to act right. I'm hearing that related to the strength card on the Father Wands, the Two of Cups. Like, how do we get the groom to get? I'm hearing his Levi's on like jeans. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but Levi's are a type of jeans, a brand of jeans. So for those of you who may not be familiar or whatever it might be, I'm just not going to mention that now. But the feeling is, yet again, it's like, in the past, there might have been this feeling of, well, you know, I felt like maybe I needed to, I'm hearing it like link, like, to reach out to someone by way of what I speak to them about, I'm hearing as well. Now, I'm seeing all of a sudden here, Scorpio, it's real stark and clear to you. We're not talking with matter. We're reliving, and I'm hearing we're living through the memory. And that is a whole new type of ballgame, Scorpio. Here comes the Chariot upright and the Two of Cups upright. When I'm seeing the Chariot almost like following scent, okay? Like the Chariot GPS system is not governed by way of where I'm hearing others are manifesting their gains. I'm hearing like it's not a matter of also who sent the Chariot out on his journey. I'm hearing look at how he's dressed. I'm hearing it's sink or swim. Someone here is bringing to light and life to life a confession. I'm hearing that for a number of you, and that's a courageous space, right? It can be considered, what is it that I feel for? And when I just follow that sort of that line that leads my heart forward first as the guide, I'm hearing for this transcendental union to manifest, what is it that I reconsider? What is it that I release as a parameter of how I pursue it? For a number of you, you've been really thinking about, like in your head, Scorpio, how can I connect these dots? The Three of Cups right over the Death card. Death card's in reverse, the Mother of Pentacles in reverse, and the Judge card. Right? How can I, Seven of Cups coming through in reverse, right over the Death card in reverse? How in the heck, I'm hearing for a number of you, am I going to communicate this? It's like someone has been under a lot of, I'm hearing xenophile management. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. I'm hearing xenophile though. Like there's someone's looking through like, I don't know, they're psychoanalyzing themselves, Scorpio, okay? Now, and I'm hearing Pansy. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing Pantsy. Okay. Now, Scorpio, the Ace of Pentacles and the Son of Cups. I'm hearing it's a lady kind of love. I'm hearing we made our move. I'm hearing as a mother to our own inner child that we promised we would let out again, to play, to relive, to count the many memories of what we see ourselves changing the world with. Now, for a number of you, you are on a mission. Okay, we're gonna put it like that. You are here with a certain task at hand. For a number of you, this has to do with a certain business that you're thinking of starting. It has to do with your 10th house. There could be something going on in your 10th house. I'm seeing for a number of you, this has to do with the archetype of Aquarius. It could have to do with the 11th house as well, Uranus, so on and so forth. It could have to do with technology. It could have to do with astrology, and it could have to do with radical change. So speaking of community, I'm hearing society, and I'm hearing the presidency campaign. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing portraits that are painted on the walls. Now, there's a really public space here that is soon to come full circle. Some of you are carving it out now. I'm not sure what that's alluding to related to the Star and the Fool. You might have already started to get sort of word on this. Stimulation, I'm seeing for a number of you. You may have also been talking to a spirit guide about it. You might have been talking to also an astrologer about it, a medium, so on and so forth. I'm hearing Star, again, strongly. Now, the Ace of Wands and the Devil sit together looking off at the Father of Pentacles, waving goodbye. I'm hearing to where they move now into the future. The Chariot upright, Three of Pentacles, right at the base of the Chariot. I'm hearing someone here is staring here at the point of fascination. There is a fixation here. Scorpio, I'm seeing someone in a trance, and all of a sudden I'm hearing they lose the moves and they just move forward with the feelings. Okay, yeah, a little bit scary, Scorpio. I'm hearing for a number of you may be intellectualizing this space, but come mid-May and further on, you're going to be talking about whatever this space is in a whole new light, in a whole new way. What you were, let's say, really kind of a little bit frantic about, even, you find this sort of calm with it, Scorpio, is what I'm feeling. What that space was of, let's say, even, again, like interaction, I'm hearing in the mind, though, where you're like reading through also magazines, I'm not sure what the like reading articles, like researching something, analyzing, introspecting, even psychoanalyzing. There is then the freedom, I'm hearing, to let the dice kind of roll on their own. Interesting. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Cups over. I'm seeing for a number, you're like, that's it. If it's meant to be, we're gonna be, even if that means that we're not gonna be, okay, like together. I'm hearing specifically on the same show. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, okay? For a number of you, always take it as you will, the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing this is a matter of what the table is serving as for the conversation. Three of Cups, for a particular Daughter of Pentacles. Now, I'm seeing someone here is a little bit concerned about who, I'm hearing who Chummy is. Chummy. I'm hearing Chummy and Rocco. I'm hearing Rocco. I'm hearing Ernest as well. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like you got the Son of Cups and the Daughter of Cups again, both coming through. I'm hearing there's a certain priority that someone may have in mind. I'm hearing at hand as well that they would like to that they would like to I'm hearing like fundamentalize, like to lay down, to confirm, to say, yeah, this is it. Someone perhaps is really focused on they may be waiting for an offer to come through of finances in some way. Got the Ten of Pentacles you're leading out with, your Scorpio and the Lovers, the Son of Cups. The Son of Cups is in absolute admiration of the future here. Like, you're dreaming, Scorpio. And I'm not saying you're dreaming like by way of like, every night I go to sleep and I dream. No, okay, this is not at night. This is not when you're sleeping. This is in your waking movements during the day. You are, I'm hearing, living through the love you feel. That's what's moving and guiding you. You're connecting, Scorpio, for a number of you, with what you see as your stage presence. I'm hearing as well what you see yourself bringing and processing in a very public way. Also, for a number of years down the line, I'm hearing as well for a number of you, this could be a business. Again, I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, you're thinking of starting, and I'm hearing a certain transcendental move with. All right, now that I'm hearing movie as well for a number of you. The Mother of Wands, I'm hearing, and the Fool. With the Moon, I'm hearing at the very same time. The Moon is stuck like glue to the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Fool's looking at the Moon. Okay, it's about getting uncomfortable in the space of comfort, and it's about getting comfortable in the space of discomfort. It's a matter of how we are cultivating our resources that are not physical in that space. In other words, how do we feel that we are emotionally ready for this experience? How do we feel that we are ready to acknowledge the philosophy of commonplace? Here I'm hearing specifically related to Three of Cups, like where you feel this is a space of creation. In it, we need to release what it is that we feel is the remote to controlling where it leads. Okay, now for a number of you, this is a really, really, really temperamental space. I'm hearing it in that way, the Tower and the Three of Cups. For a number of you, someone here is coming through wanting to clock you in to their conversation. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. It comes here, the Ace of Pentacles at the base of the Chariot. This has to do with what you've been kind of, I'm hearing bellowing about. I'm not sure what bellowing might be alluding to, but it's something that you've been kind of like I'm hearing I figured like something that you may have been really focused on, really calculating, working hard towards, spending a lot of time and a lot of energy kind of again analyzing. You might have been doing a lot of energy work. I'm hearing research, study, even again channeling. You may have been kind of, you know, working with something on an energetic level. But let's get a few more cards out, Scorpio, and see what comes through. It's sweltering hot here. And I want to just unplug the phone. Okay. I'm hearing someone's about to become a child star. The Fool, the Nine of Wands upright, and the Star. The Six of Cups upright, the Moon. I'm hearing it's a little house on the prairie story. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Oh yeah, I'm seeing for a number of you that there is something here that you've been waiting for that is really coming full circle. And this has to do with history. I'm hearing for a number of you, it's something that you've been holding on to for a long time. Now we're talking, when we say long time, we're talking like past lives. Yes, for a number of you, this is something that you feel like, I feel like I came into this life holding on to something. I'm very specific. I'm not sure what those are going to, but here comes the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Swords upright, and the Mother of Wands upright. This has to do with what you expect of yourself to carry out. There's a certain requirement of you to release even the concept associated with the archetype, the element of earth, stability, matters of material abundance, finances, success. I'm hearing stability again. What does this all mean to you, Scorpio? And how does it change when you step on the stage with your, I'm hearing your man's best friend. I don't know what this is alluding to. I'm hearing also your man as your best friend, okay? And deliver your message. I'm hearing with the mission statement that comes first. I'm hearing before it. I'm hearing before you act on it. Okay, I don't know what the, like maybe in the way of like, how do I'm hearing make peace with the space in some kind of way. And I'm seeing the two actors on stage who are like, right before they go on, they're like, we need to pat each other on the shoulder here. Okay, like this is a process of reconnecting. The Ace of Swords upright coming through for you, mirroring the Ten of Pentacles. This is the readiness for change that we both must acknowledge. And I'm seeing for a number, this has to do with an actual public performance. It has to do with an actual really, really, really dynamic space that is to be delivered, I'm hearing amongst the collective. I'm not sure what this is alluding to. I'm hearing the community as well. Let's get a few more cards out for you, Scorpio. I'm hearing legalize marriage. I'm hearing legalizing the bond. I'm hearing legalizing the marriage. I'm getting as well, though, marijuana. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but all right. Oh, I did not even see this. The Fool fell on the ground right over the exactly parallel to the Four of Cups. The Hanged Man right beneath the Six of Pentacles. All right. Here, someone here has they realize I gotta get really honest here with what I want to be looking at. I'm hearing every single day. I'm hearing every single morning when I wake up. I'm hearing on my show. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing someone kind of like, you know, every morning I wake up, what do I want to be doing? What do I want to be doing? I'm hearing with my life. I'm hearing with my lace dress. I'm hearing as well that I wear to bed at night. Like, I don't know what that's alluding to, but perhaps how do you see yourself in your daily life sort of evolving, the cycle of your daily life evolving in a very also simple way, like let's say, and what is considered simple, right? It's all sort of synergistic, Scorpio, but how is it that, let's say, something from down to the very way that, let's say, you dress and you get ready for bed, how does that sort of relate to what you experience as a cycle of your life, day in and day out? Now, the Four of Cups here coming through, mirroring the Sun. Okay. I'm hearing leaps and bounds of awareness here with the Daughter of Cups and the Death card. Yes. Okay. Now someone here, okay, again, I need to lead out Justice and the Magician looking off into the future. Someone might be waiting for a proposal, getting ready to make a proposal. I'm gonna see how these energies move through into the extended reading. If you'd like to check this out, Scorpio, feel free to click in the link below. If you have the link below, and you'll get routed to the extended reading here for the full moon in Scorpio to see how these energies kind of move through and cascade out a little bit as well. The Magician here is mirroring the star with the Chariot, and the Magician is actually mirroring the Chariot and the stars in between the two. And so for a number of you, there's a proposal coming. I'm hearing some kind of proposition as well. All right. Always thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy this period, Scorpio. Thank you so much for connecting, and always take it as you always. Heed your personal intuition, of course. And I'll see you soon. Loving the light to you here on this journey forward of transformation, of ultimate soul growth, and attaining ultimate soul satisfaction. Enjoy this journey, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Scorpio. Bye, Scorpio.